Alright, assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Um, for your information, student, the last class we stopped this topic, same topic, topic 9 at slide 17, whereby it's only just a partial of this topic, and whereby I will be continue back to resume in the next slide. Okay, if you still remember. Alright, I stop at the part of here until entry or strategies, entry strategies. So I will continue back, okay, on our topic today in the part of the marketing, whereby as in the business is the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. We have to dealing with those the marketing tasks, okay, the marketing plan. Alright, so as you can see from here, the marketing as the philosophy is they have three elements here, whereby there would be have customer orientation, okay, and then we have organizational resources, and also we have the goal achievement. And all these three elements, okay, they do have interconnected, okay, and subset among each other. Why I said subset, because this element, customer orientation, do have subset with the organizational resources, and organization resources do have the elements with the subset element with the goal achievement. Because when we talking about in the perspective of the marketing, okay, so this is the things that we look into, okay. We have to go with, as you can before this, there is like the words as customer always right, a customer is the king, customer is queen, even though the customer is not always right. So there will be like the customer orientation here, and then the organizational resources, how it can help, okay, in terms to have and pull and utilize their marketing strategies in order to embark with I can say very extensive marketing to make sure that the customer well known about their products and also services. And then of course there will be the goal achievement to achieve what is the marketing objective for the company, okay. So what is marketing? As you can see in this text, okay, marketing is about, okay, the management function whose aim is to promote trade through assessing the customer's needs through research and development. So um, I use the another terms, okay, whereby from during my study before, marketing is about how the process, okay, the organization who want to fulfill the demand and also the needs and wants, okay, of the customer. And at the same time, they have to make sure by doing that thing to fulfill the demand, needs and want of the customer, they have to make sure and go through with the expectation by doing the research and development, okay. So of course the aim is of course the customer, because the customer who are the party, or I can say the person, okay, will be have the power of buying. Yeah, okay, we are talking about the concept of the power of buying in here. So as you can see, the second point, they will finding out what the customer wants and providing it. How they want to make sure that the customer wants on that. So they will do totally on research, they will do survey, they will do interview, they will do any kinds of observation in order to make sure that they can see, okay, directly what the customer wants. And of course they have to provide it, because they will be, they is referring to the entrepreneur, and the organization is actually as the suppliers right now, okay. They will be supplied, they will fulfill the requirement and demand of the customer. All right, and then we're moving on to the third point, whereby what is the customer's want, okay. Actually, what is the customer requirement from those the marketers and also the companies and the organizations. Okay, the first one, they want to make sure that easy to use. Meaning to say, when they buy the products. Okay, they use the product. it's easier to use. Okay, when they're able to fulfill their demand, they're easier to use for them. Of course, there will be totally in the package with the something like manual, okay, instruction, okay, or maybe you can say like the copy of manual, or somehow I can realize right now they, in order to make a like more on paperless, okay, so they come up with like a CD, or maybe you just come out in their website on how to know how to use this the product that they order, okay, from you, okay, from the company itself. And of course there will be like demonstrations video, okay, to make sure that, oh, this is how to use the product and so forth. And efficiency, of course they want to make sure that number one is when talking about the concept of efficiency, meaning to say it may very minimized cost, okay, they are very minimized cost and they are maximize the profit in the way on how from the perspective of the marketers itself, okay, our will be goes to maximize the profit, but for them it will be very systematic. This product is very easy to use, they are very systematic, efficient, and we can easily accessible those the product functions, features, and of course the last one, it makes to life easier. Okay, why the reason people buy, for example, they want to buy a microwave, okay, to make sure that they can heat it, and they just pin the button and then just wait. You can do other tasks and course at the same time waiting for your food to be reheat, for example. Or why the reason people buy vacuum, okay, why the reason people buy washing machine, okay, so that is the reason to make the life easier, okay. And what else? Okay, the marketing plan. Okay, so what is marketing plan? If you ask me, it's something like a blueprint. Okay, marketing plan is something like blueprints, that hard copy or business proposal that imposing, okay, on how we want to plan on our part marketing. Okay, on a part of the marketing itself. So what do you want to sell? So in here, the first point is it, what are you selling? So in the marketing plan, mostly you will say to the people who are the readers, okay, who the prospect, your investor or angel investor or a financial institution, that will totally ask you why you want to sell, what are you selling, okay, what you propose in your business. So this is the thing, you have to very specific, okay, you have to be very meticulous to explain and briefly as you are create the product and you are actually giving and throw out these ideas. So make sure that you are really compact with the information, what the product that you want to sell, okay. You don't say that I would just want to sell but I do not know what is the product all about. So this is something like, you know, people will not convincing on you, okay. And to who is your target market, okay. So when we're talking about to whom, meaning to say who is your target market that you want to sell this product. If let's say I always asking my student diploma, okay, when you said you want to sell pampers, you know, pampers is like diapers, right? Who is actually your target market? They say baby. All right, if you say baby, do the baby itself is actually paying their own diapers? They said no. Okay, so who is paying for them? The parents. If let's say it goes to their parents itself using the diapers, because we have also adult diapers, right? Of course the children will pay for that. So when we're talking about to whom you are actually selling the product, we are talking about who is actually affordable to pay your products, okay, and also to get your services. And what the business are you in, okay, meaning to say what industry you are focusing about. If you are involving like F&B, food and beverages industry, you have to focus on it, okay. It's good to have a very various of the sub business units. Sometimes you do textile industry, sometimes you do for F&B, sometimes you also doing some electronic. It's good, but somehow people do not know which business that you are focusing on, okay. So make sure when you want to do the certain products, okay, you want to do certain services, so you are actually focusing on a one first, okay, because you are the starting, I can say the startup capital, okay, the startup business. You are the small business that are growing, and you have to start with the first what you are really focusing on, okay. And then the first objective is expressed in the financial terms or as the percentage of the market, meaning to say what is your, how many your market share. When you evoke yourself inside that particular industry, how much actually you will be contribute to that particular industry. Let's say you joining, you involved in the F&B, food and beverages industry. So you will be totally like, you will go with 5% from that, or 10% of the market share that you contribute as the new entrance of the company. You are contribute towards this particular industry, okay, food and beverages industry. Okay, we're moving on to the marketing objective. Okay, what is the objective when we are doing the marketing task? Okay, the first one, where do we want to go? That is goes with the mission. Okay, where do we want to go? You want to just only focusing and localize your product, or you want to expand market penetrations, or you want to go like focusing on only just a local market demand. So where do we want to go? So you have to actually visualize, okay, on that, where do you we want to go, and how do we get there? If let's say you want to export, okay, you want to franchise, you want to licensing your product, so you have know how the way it are, okay, because it's not just totally said, okay, I want to export, I want to sell to Indonesia, I want to sell to Singapore, but how you go there? You cannot just say it. You have to go with this action, right? So maybe you have to some joint venture with a certain international company, and they agree on that, and then you do some collaborations product. Okay, so this is how the way we want to go there. This is also the proposal business, and tension between what you can make and what you can sell. So this is actually, when they say tension, sometimes people always want to eat more than they can chew. That is the problem, huh? They want to, how to say that? You want to eat more than you can chew. Okay, so meaning to say in here, what you can make and what you can sell is a different thing. You can't say whatever I can make I can sell. There is no theory like that. Sometimes what you can make you can't sell, and sometimes what you can sell you can't make. Okay, so that's why there will be a rising the tension here. Okay, tension could happen, okay, when there is a lot of your dream inspiration you want to do as a new entrance company, right? New companies, okay, you will be have a lot of inspiration dreams to make this product. All of a sudden it's only a few products that go forward. So there will be like, of course there will be a lot of conflict tensions, there will be a lot of, I can say, thoughtful, or you will be like confusion, do I do the right business and so forth. So you cannot expect, of course we have a dream, right? When we are doing the business, of course we want it to be succeed, but playing, bear in mind, right, when you are playing with the game, okay, sometimes the game can be win, sometimes the game will be lost. Okay, that is the theoretical part. So in the practical part, you have to face the reality. We not always just go with the win, like wow, we can win this game, but somehow you have to bear. Sometimes we come with the losses. And the last one, plans must be flexible to meet the market's changing needs. So meaning to say, when all of a sudden we plan sometime, right? We plan for the current situation, the current trends. All of a sudden, let's say that all of a sudden the COVID-19 came around. Before this, we expectation that we can do, okay, our marketing by using brick and mortar. Meaning to say we have hiring, we have to do list certain of the shop, okay. We don't have backup, for example, to come out with like doing it online. We don't hire the expert to do for the part on website maintenance, and our website is also just so, okay, we're not even bothered. We said, okay, we want to go for brick and mortar, meaning to say you have your existing and tangible shop. So all of a sudden COVID-19 is coming. So what happened? Okay, the plans that we've tried to go, okay, like with the brick and mortar, all of a sudden have to be changed into this online base, online shop, online store. Okay, so we have to go with that. Okay, by click and, how to say that, they said brick and mortar, but now it's click and mortar. Okay, so meaning to say it like online store. Okay, because we have to meet the changing needs. Okay, because the customer cannot easily to go and to shop, okay, to do the activity shopping, okay, to buy physically, but they can buy virtually, okay, as long that still, okay, your demand is still can meet the requirement of the customer, okay, mean the demand is there. All right, so we're moving to the marketing audit. Okay, so what is the marketing audit? Okay, marketing audit is goes with the more on the external audit, whereby there will be external auditor will audit on those things. Okay, so what should do? Okay, when you are doing the marketing, what should you check? Your list of checklists. Can I say list of that is a checklist? All right, number one, who is your competitors? Okay, meaning to say who is the competition within your industry. Don't say to me, food and beverages industry, all of a sudden in the software industry are competitors. I kill you. I kill you. I say I kill you. So that is not competitors. Competitors meaning to say you have to be in the same industry. So meaning to say if you are in the FMB, the another should be also in FMB, food and beverages industry. And the second one, we do have the market segment. Okay, so example like just now, I go back with the competition. Let's say you are in FMB, you are McDonald's. So your competitors will be KFC, something like that. All right, and then for the market segment, we do have what else segmentation market. Maybe you have heard before in your other principle of marketing class. I'm not teaching you on that, but I believe that other lecturers teaching you. Okay, when we're talking about segmentation market, STP, S is for segmentation, T is for targeting, P is for positioning. All right, segmentation meaning to say you are segmenting your market, your product towards in the different groups. For example, you are only selling the products according to the gender. So there is a product for men, there is a product for women. So that is the market segment. And there is also the product for like elderly. Okay, for example, like baby boomers generations. For example, you selling milk. You realize or not the brand name Enlin. They have the certain product for 60 years and above. They also have the product for the pregnancy mom. Okay, that is a milk. Can you imagine? Okay, it's like milk powder. Okay, and lean product. So that is market segmentation. And then we do have the market size. Okay, how much the market share? I already mentioned to you before this. How much that you as your company is entering into the market share, and how big you are and how small you are to bid with the another, can I say, shark. Shark, you are like anchovy, ikan bilis, and the another shark is like ikan jerung. Okay, it's like fish, big and small. So how big your size, how small your size. So that is a market size. And in terms of the legal factors, there will be some like the legal legislation that we have to go when we are doing the marketing. Okay, for example, certain country they are not allowed to have like certain in terms of the languages. Okay, the languages have to be changed. They're not accepted in English. For example, if you go like in kinds of the country who are really use their own languages, for example, like in China, or maybe you have certain in Latin American. Okay, they used to preferences is more on languages to change into their own language. So you have to choose it, whether you want to have your product to be understood well and well known, or you want to just seek for the sake of to make generalize your product just only with using English, because somehow certain country they're not using English as their lingua franca. All right, and then we do have also suppliers. Okay, suppliers, we are talking about who actually will be actually supply your raw materials and resources to you, because you want to do the marketing, right? So we have to make sure that the suppliers is giving some very cost efficiency to you. Cost efficiency in here meaning to say considerable, and I can say considerable price, or maybe is affordable price. Okay, affordable price. We need to say you as the seller. Okay, when you want to produce, okay, your product, you want to introduce your product to your customer, of course we need something like material to introduce it. Sometimes you need some like a pepper. Okay, for those who are using like traditional marketing, right? You need a brochure, you need a pamphlet. Okay, still with like something like we need a business proposal templates. Okay, so that is yeah, sometimes we need that. And then the labor, of course, the label itself who are very good in terms of the marketing skills, okay. I can say PR, okay, public relation officer, or maybe we do have like agent of the marketing itself, okay, or maybe the marketers itself, okay, because the marketers, if you realize how the way they speak and spoken to the public, right, especially to the customer itself, is a very convincing. So why I say so? Because this is how they everyday practicing, okay, everyday practicing about what they should say and what they shouldn't say, what can say and what can't say is the difference. So in terms of that, how you want to personalize, okay, your people, your marketing people to talk, okay. I give very simple example like in IIC itself, okay. If you are in the market, maybe you have been seen them or meet them face to face, okay, how the way on how the marketing people greet you and telling you about the college, for example, for the first time, right? So maybe you can give another example. Let's say you go to any mall, for example, when maybe they want the sales girls or the salesman when they are promoting the products, okay, how they greet you, okay. This is the way as the label under marketing should be concerned, training and how, and also we have the other resources on how they want to go with the marketing strategy, right? For example, like telemarketing and so forth. All right, so we're moving to the 5 steps to assessing the market opportunity. So bear in mind, student, when we're talking about yeah, how we want to assess the market opportunity, because we believe that whereby there is a problem there will be the opportunity. So the first one, we will identify the business environment. If you're asking me now, nowadays, what happened to the business environment in Malaysia is quite slow, okay. It's quite slow right nowadays because due to, again, we have the MCO 2.0. So the business is already start to grow, okay, but I didn't say it's slow up to the slope, no, but it's start to slowly again because due to this MCO. And of course we have to bear in mind this business environment because of the previous experiences that we gone through with the MCO 1.0. We able to sustain, we able to adhere on that, so that's why number one, I believe that in terms of the business environment, you have to look careful, okay. You have to come out with whatever the strategy to make sure that your marketing strategy is still can be accepted by your customer. And then the second one, we describe the industry and its outlook, okay, meaning to say you have to go through with each of the industry, and then you have to make sure, okay, that the industry is very sustainable enough, okay, sustainable, is stable, and then at the same time it's not so fragile, okay. This one you have to go deeper research, okay. I can say that, okay, electrics and electronic is the most prominent business industry, is very good. And if you ask me in a personal opinion, I can say pharmaceutical and medical now is go on the high peak of their industry, okay. Yeah, pharmaceuticals, okay, and also industry medication, okay, medical is on the peak right now, okay, because everybody are looking into medication, okay, because of this pandemic, okay. And another plus in terms of like all the appliances, tools, okay, that involving in the hospital and pharmacies, okay. Of course, the vaccine and so forth. And the third one, analyze the key competitors, who is your main competitors, main rivals. And this is the thing that you also have to access in your group assignment on that. You have to identify the business environment, what the business environment under the case study, and create a target market profile, okay. So who is your target market, whether it's generation X, generation Y, is millennial or baby boomers. So you have to go according to, for example, like age, or maybe you go with like a gender, it's woman or man, or maybe you go with like income. It can be, okay, who is your target market, and set the sales projection. Projection in here meaning to say you're predicting, okay, for the year 2021 how much that you want to aim. 2022, how much you want to, mostly they do it 3 years to 5 years projections of the market sales, the profit. And the next one, okay, we go with how to identify the business environment. Number one, okay, so we go with the first in here, huh? Okay, so we will go with the insight. Okay, number one, they will go with like economic condition and trends. Okay, so of course they're looking into various, okay, industry and what is the trending nowadays. And if you realize, for those who are the mass supplier, right, there is a lot of mask, one layer, two layer, three layer, four layer, five layers. It is sanitizer from the very mild one until to the thick one. Okay, you can see that the evolutions of the product have been keep on R&D. Okay, to make sure is following the trends. Okay, and then in terms of the economic condition as well. Okay, they have to make sure it's stable. And the second one, legal and the regulatory situation and trend. So they have to follow, we have to go with the pandemic, like we have what we call social distance policy, and then we have like what we call SOP, okay, standard of operation. We have to make sure that you are within in environment, okay, that have to follow the SOP, okay. And if you want to cough, if you want to, you have some like certain disease that you realize some what we call any sign, okay, that your body is not good. So whether you quarantine yourself, self quarantine at home first, rather than you go and maybe you have to do that like self inspect checking, self checking, okay, before you go on that. So there is a lot, okay. And the third one, we're talking about the technology trends. Okay, nowadays, if you realize, we don't bother before this, like we have like QR code, but nowadays QR code is something like necessity. Okay, it's like something like we have to have in our phone. Okay, we have to have like my sejahtera. Okay, and also we do have like our QR code scanner to make sure that we can scan every time we go to some places, to some other places. And even though, okay, as the entrepreneur itself, they have to provide, okay, if you not provide with the scanner code, if you not provide also with what we call something like how to take the temperature, right, body temperature and so forth, the scanner, okay, you will be like get some penalty on that from the enforcement body, and then social changes, of course, there is a lot of social changes that I can say due to you all. Before this is only like a crowd, everybody in KL, Kuala Lumpur area is like in Selangor area is like quite headache, right? Everywhere is traffic jam. Now people like in the road right now, it's not like obviously, but we can see right now, the road is look like a very peace. It's like people can play football on the road, for example, right? The social changes due to this pandemic, a lot of things happen, and natural environment is like a shortages and also vulnerabilities. Okay, when we're talking about shortage in here, we are talking about in terms of, okay, I relate with the pandemic because the current situation right now, with the COVID-19. Due to this COVID-19, okay, I believe that many workers have to be laid off, okay, and the most impactful, okay, the most impactful is the airlines. Do you realize that? Whether it's in like Malaysia, we have Malaysia Airline System, or like in the Asia. And if you realize, I do not know whether you bother or not about this. Even somehow, when the pilots and also the cabin crew have been laid off, what they did was they doing the business, food business, street food business. So when they wearing something like the pilot, what we call pilot uniform, okay, when they use the pilot uniform, they use the pilot uniform, okay, and then they use, sorry, yeah, yeah, they use the pilot uniform, and even the cabin crew also using a uniform to sell the food, and their food is actually hot selling. It's not about the food, but about their appearances. So that is how, why I said shortage in here, because it relate with like, can you imagine they have to be like um lay off, okay, they have to be no more work, okay, due to this pandemic. And I believe that due to this natural environment also, okay, because this is about pandemic, right? So they used to have like uh, they used to have like many workers have to be moved, okay, from the company, and of course there will be a shortage. Only with the current employee staff, they have to be fully utilized, and the burden and the workload is quite higher, and the vulnerabilities towards the company also fragile. Okay, vulnerabilities in here meaning to say is quite risky. It's quite risky due to the pandemic. Okay, and you cannot ask everybody have to come to work. Okay, because they have to be based on shift. Sometimes based on their certain duration, right? Somehow they start at 10 and then 2. This is how what IIC implement. So uh yeah, it's like when you go, okay, to IIC itself is like empty. Okay, it's like empty building. No, it's like only a few people are working there. So yeah, I do not know how with the other environment, but I believe that is same thing. But the most, if you impactful industry, if you're asking me right now, is airline and oil and gas too. Oil and gas too, because it's really totally really. Alright, and then we're moving to the describe the industry and its outlook. The type of industry, okay, what type of industry you are, F&B, your airlines, oil and gas, electronic, okay, electric, okay, size now and in 5 years, so meaning to say is 2021 up to 2025, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, okay, from now. And then the types of the market segment, how you want to segmenting your market, and also the industry marketing practices, how they're practicing it. Okay, I believe that nowadays they all are with the SOP. There's something we headache to just say, hey, every single something have to go up with the SOP. If not, you cannot sustain. You cannot survive. The business have to survive. So that's why you have to follow the requirement by the government. And the major trending, what is your trending as for especially like in the textile, right? Every single, I believe right now when you are selling, for example, you're selling shirt, you are together plus with like uh what we call mask. You get maybe FOC free of charge on that gift or what, or maybe you are selling like certain of toiletries, okay, pharmaceutical product. It's come together with the sanitizer. So this is a major trending right nowadays. And the implication for the opportunity, of course, you not just see the pandemic as just pandemic totally problem to us, but the another way around is change our mind to become more hygienic, more safety, more healthy, and then there will be implication for the opportunity itself by having a good food, a good how we want to have the good lifestyle, okay, and at the same time we know that to be like every day the crowded places to be like to run there, run here. Can you imagine what I'm trying to say? We are too busy with our work before this, right? So when we stay at home, yeah, sometimes say no, stay at home is more it's more haywire. They say if like they say they have many children, for example, right? Yeah, but you still together with your family. This is the time, the opportunity you are spend your time totally with your family. And for those who are the marketing out there, you can give something like offering, okay, something like any package that suit for the family itself. I believe on that, okay. um yeah, they have many creative marketers out there who are doing the business on that, and then analyze the key competitors, okay, in terms of the product description, okay, what is your product all about, okay, you have to describe it well, and then in terms of the market position itself, okay, what is your strength and what your weaknesses, and you bear in mind what is the opportunity and threats towards you. This means that you have to actually come up with a backup plan, okay, on that. Or sometimes you can see the opportunities is come from the competitors, but it will be threats on you, and sometimes the threats on you will come the opportunities to other company. And then in terms of the market practices, in terms of distribution, you cannot just solely rely on brick and mortar stores, as I mentioned before. You have to go with the another backup plan for example, your online store, click and mortar, and then you go with the pricing. Some like nowadays, if you realize on all our platform, online platform shopping, right? Like Shopee, Lazada, okay, Buddha.com, what else? Okay, Alibaba. There is a lot, like the price is like wow, but people will have demand on that because they believe what is another way that we can access this product except online. So the price should be offering at a lower price. Believe me, we don't just want to be a richest as the 1 second, but you have to believe on the volume. Volume meaning to say the quantity. The lowest price you can offering, the more quantity you can gain. And then the promotion, how you want to do promotion, online promotion, okay, buy one free ones, or the early birds, okay, promotion, or maybe you can Chinese New Year nowadays, right? Chinese New Year promotion. If you go like Shopee before, they have 11. I do not know why, what's significant with the number, but they keep on having year end sales before this, huh? And then we have like service. Okay, what service you can offering? I realized when I opened up like IKEA website, before this, okay, they used to have like 25 ringgit for their delivery, it's just like in a West Malaysia, right? So now it is just less and become 10 ringgit per delivery. So it depends on how big your product and how far your location actually. So this is the service they try to reduce to make sure they have a lot of customer can access on towards their product. Okay, and then they do also estimate market share. Okay, how much the market share that you want to embark, and then also likely reaction to competitions. So if there will be like health competition, of course you keep on having like price war. Okay, price war meaning to say you lowering the price, but bear in mind not until to the optimal price. Okay, if you go beyond the optimal price, there will be totally you get the losses. So that one you have to be careful, and the implication for the opportunity. Of course, there must be the wisdom beside. They'll always analyze the key competitors, so that's why you have to go with the opportunity, what you can get the opportunity from your competitors. All right, and then how we want to create a target market profile. So mostly what they did was to generate needs, product types, and brands. So this is how they want to make sure that everybody have the same needs, or maybe everybody have different needs. So you have to generate it. Generate meaning segregate it. How you want to make sure that, oh, certain customer they prefer like this, certain customer is prefer like this, and the product types. Okay, what product that you use to offer, and the brand, and end user focus. End user meaning to say end user meaning to say the high prominent and to say high class customer. They have their own criteria when they want their product, right? And then who are the potential clients? So this is the thing that you have to do the survey. Very thorough research, meticulous survey on that. And then what are they like as a consumer, especially for those who are very loyal customer, okay? They into towards the price or the service sensitive. So mostly when you're talking about the loyal customer, they are not bothered about the price. Why I say so? Because they believe on the quality. When they believe on the quality, they not believe on the quantity. They believe on the quality. They actually more on sensitive on service. Okay, because towards that they're able to make sure that the customer will keep loyal to their products. Okay, how do they decide to buy? They say, how do they decide to buy? Okay, so that's why we have to offer, we have to provide them with a platform. Okay, what kind of platform? Maybe Shopee, Lazada, Alibaba, Buddha.com, up to you. And the importance of a different product attribute. This is very important because you have to describe it very well in your product description, and what external influences affect their buying decision. So external influences is can be a lot in the positive side or negative side. That's why when you buy online product, for example, you might see the review. So sometimes when you can see the testimony of the customer, okay, give maybe 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, 1 star. So before you buy, mostly online, right? When we go like shopping in Shopee, right? We will see the testimony first. We'll see the review first. Okay, why the people say this is a bad service? Don't buy, don't waste your money here. So because this is actually one of the point, external influences when you want to affect buying. Okay, another effect of the buying in terms of the financial, of course, financial constraint. or maybe the season, or really needs that product at a particular time. Okay, so that's why I believe that, for example, if you realize also the trending in the Shopee or Lazada keep on promoting, right, do promotion, like pop-up promotion when we open up, like for example, like I think like Google example, right, I do not know, maybe I have to click like subscribe or anyone, all of a sudden there will be like a pop-up saying like if you want to buy like desktop chairs, desktop table, desktop PC desktop, okay, there will be like have a very a good price, good promotion, Best Buy only for Chinese New Year. So I said, where do they get? But this is how the business do that. Their marketing, huh? And then how we want to set the sales projection as many formal or intuitive approaches as possible. So that's why when we're talking about this formal or intuitive approaches, meaning to say you really project it, you really project, you really predict it. Okay, how you want to get the sources from the internal, okay, from the previous industry, or maybe you can maybe do some observation on that, and then we will compare the results. Okay, maybe a 5 years back, 5 years in future. Okay, what's the difference? Go or not go? So you will go on that. Okay, and then go and not go, meaning to say whether you want to proceed or go ahead or no. All right, and then the marketing audit. Okay, as I mentioned just now, this is internal audit. Okay, so for the internal part, we have to do with the workforce expertise. Of course, we want to hire the right people at the right place, at the right position, at the right time. So that's why we have to make sure our expertise is really the right expertise in their kinds of the area. Okay, if they are in a marketing area expertise, they go ahead, hire them, value them with the right salary. And then investment in asset, of course, the plants. Okay, plants itself, where by brick and mortar. Mostly when you're talking about plants is brick and mortar store. Okay, where you want to set up your place. Okay, the buildings, the machinery. Okay, what maybe certain of your business need a very high machinery. Okay, tools. Okay, that's why you have to concern on that. And then the production, the process, and the quality required, this is also very important. That's why certain product, they are very expensive. Sometimes we have to bear in mind this is the thing they're used to. Okay, and somehow they are very lowest price, but at the same time it's also good quality. It depends on how of you, your eye angle of the customer to see on that. And then the strategy analysis available, meaning to say, as I mentioned before, you do some collaboration joint venture with the another international company, and then you can go with like a flow. Okay, flow with the two goods, okay, together. For example, yeah, doing the joint venture business. Okay, at the same time you can expanding the product brand local to the international, and the international product also can be recognized in our local market. All right, and then we're moving on to the SWOT analysis. Okay, what is this? Okay, SWOT analysis is about, of course, it's actually S is for strength, W is weaknesses, O is opportunity, and 3 is for threats. Okay, so internal factors mostly it goes with the strength and weaknesses. For the external is for the opportunity and threats. So this is how you do SWOT analysis in your group assignment letter. For the strength, focus on your business compared to the competition. So you have to really focusing on what the business that you are, rather than you are really worrying about your competitors. Yes, bear in mind the competitors also important, but the competitors is making us on how to improvise better and better in our product, and also you in your products as well, and also services. And weaknesses, what weaknesses do we have that can affect our success? So when we're talking about weaknesses that we want to affect our success, this is will be like the something like the point. Okay, the point of that we detecting that there will be something that we have to improvise, okay, in the future. So these weaknesses have to be quick and enough, okay, in order to make sure that it will be to be removed as well. To remove 100% maybe it's not impossible, right? But we have to reduce it, okay, by having that these weaknesses have to be tackled down, okay, in order to make our business to be strength in day by day, of course. And for the external part will be like opportunities. What are they? So what we can gain the opportunity while we are doing this business, okay, maybe from the external factors that giving you, like Malaysia, we have a lot of grant, okay, financial grant from the government, keep on encouraging and promoting you to involve in the business, penjana, what else? I see lots, penjana, e-penjana, and then I also realized the government giving like under the Malaysian government, okay, and the threats are what could impact adversely, like substitutes. Okay, we have technology competitors, of course. There will be like substitute. People not prefer our product, people prefer other product. That will be a substitutes of our product. So you have to bear with the, you have to face the reality. That will be problem. People not go with the tea, people will go with the coffee. But you is the tea maker, but the coffee maker will go on that. And then technology, of course, we have to go with the technology, with the trend. But at the same time, technology investment is a very, very high cost. Okay, high cost. But to make your business become productive, of course, we have to rely on the technology. And the competitors itself, of course, we need the competitors to give some like the threaten to us. So from that, we will be like giving eye opener, brain opener to us, how we want to think more, how we want to think better. Okay, so that's why competitors also is a very important in the part of the trades. So this is you realize to analysis metrics, and you realize there is always strength with weaknesses, strength with objectives, strength with threats, but no strength with strength. The empty box in here is referring to only just the part that weaknesses with the opportunity, weaknesses with the traits, okay, but not weaknesses with the strength, okay, and opportunity with these weaknesses, and also with the traits, and the traits will be weaknesses and also opportunity, okay. This is the thing that you can see from, okay, there will be that strategy entrepreneurial assessment, okay, and they have a contingency multi-stage approaches, new venture in initiations, okay. From the SWOT analysis, they do the new venture initiation, creativity, assessment, evaluation, feasibility. This is in the chapter 1, is to remember the business plan process. We have definition, benefit, business plan development, and then there will be like entrepreneurial growth, okay, and then also there will be like emerging entrepreneur issue in here. So this is the issue, okay, that you can come out, okay, when you are doing something like individual assignment. For those who have done fine, okay, we have the corporate entrepreneurship, and then we have the global expansion, maybe issue in the international, okay, about this entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur, family business, and also entrepreneurial career, okay. I believe that for those who are doing the individual assignment, giving me such a very good journals, okay, because you are going with this entrepreneurial issue, okay. And then we do have the marketing assumption, okay. You cannot know everything. Yes, it's true. We are not God, we are not even angels, sorry, not angel. Analyze by paralysis, assumption unnecessary, but idea is to limit your assumptions, okay. So example, if there is a successful business in your area, in the field that you are aiming to enter, and from your research you recognize that the market saturation has not been reached, and there is a reasonable to assume there will be maybe a market for service, for your service. So if you realize that the competitors is not suit or compact enough, or it's not strong enough as what you expect, so that is actually a part of this. You can make assumption, but the opportunity is there for you, okay. It's giving some like opportunity with you. And for this, we do have like marketing objective. This is like end-soft metric actually, okay. We have existing market, we have the new market, and this is existing product and new products, okay. So new market using an existing product, new product in the new market, this is something, existing product in the existing market, existing product in the new market. So actually that you can come up with some like example on this. So what is the market strategies? Okay, we do have know your market segment that best fit your product, of course, and what price is the market segment prepared to pay, and where are these people best found. Okay, so meaning to say what is the strategy, and when you find them, how you can best reach them. Okay, so this is I believe that 4 pieces come into mind. Okay, marketing mix: product, price, place, promotions. Okay, and also in here, see, realizing the objective product. What is it? The product itself, how you describe the product. Okay, I want to tell people what is your product all about, and then the price. Okay, what, how much actually you offer. Okay, as the lowest one to the customer. And the place, where is the best place you can locate, is online store, still with brick and mortar or click and mortar. And promotion, how you want to need to the promote. So I mostly what I did was I like to give to my student is promotion also have promotion mix. We do have advertisement, we do have the sales promotion, we have the personal selling, and also we have the uh, public relations. Okay, and also we do have like here. Okay, maybe we can have like a little bit on here. Product decision. Okay, what the benefit or satisfaction, whether they go with tangible or intangible. Okay, so of course when people see the product, they want to see how well the product, how benefit they can, what benefits that I earn, I can gain when I buy the product, how this product can satisfy me. Okay, so that is. And then the tangible attributes, mostly they go with the quality, the style, the brand. So this is go with the tangible attributes. And then for the extended attributes, they go with the warranty. So this is more on service, intangible warranty, the service, the status. So for example, they put in here BMW motor vehicles. The tangible part, intangible of this car, the car, the automobile. But for the attribute is the service, how long, okay, how well they can give us the the warranty on that particular warranty. Distribution decision. Okay, we an organized network or system that connect the end user with the producer can make or break a business. So in the food retail sector, 70% of the cost of the food product is the cost of distribution. So when you want to channelize, like nowadays we have like Food Panda, okay, we do have like Grab Food, we have Bungkusit, Lego, whatever. So this is the thing that they consume in the part of the 70%. And for distribution channels, they have the cooperative, wholesaler distributors, they have direct marketing, and also they have network marketing. So after all these things, okay, the two things in here, direct marketing is already been channeled out into this network marketing, which is known as social media marketing nowadays, right? Okay, pricing decision, avoid using price as the competitive tool, but it's brought to nowhere. Okay, it's a brought to nowhere. It's something like if you're using price only, okay, there is nowhere. That at the same time you have to do the marketing, and must be made with the regard to the distribution channels. Of course, when you offering them, make sure that you give very sensitive price to them. They have alert towards your price, okay, and market the position, okay, market positioning, position your market, giving something like a very positioning words, okay, every day at the lowest price. Everyone can fly. You see, everyone can fly is meaning like my money is flying too, right? This is by Asian, because they believe that the ticket fare is very cheap. It's very considerable enough. Okay, everyone can fly. Considering the intangible benefits of the product, okay, and somehow certain product is cannot be coped with like tangible. They will be in service. Okay, so you have to consider on that, and then the impact on all the other benefits of the product. So the pricing also will be bad. For example, okay, when you buy the certain product, you have to bear in mind with the packaging, the box itself, and then at the same time you have to come with the marketing strategy itself. So the benefits of the product you have to also equip together with the pricing. Some said, right, why this I give example like medication, why this product A and B is different even though it's the same thing. I give very simple, it's like supplement, okay, supplement, or we can say like a fish oil, okay, different brand name but the same purpose, the same features, the same function, okay, this supplement. But why product is a different price with product B? Of course, it's about the benefits of the product. Some product they totally have a good quality. Some product they're not equipped together with the quality, even though the features, the function is same. Okay, establish objective for the pricing, increase sales or profit. So of course that is the objective for the pricing. We want to increase the sales. Okay, if not, why bother to do the selling, right? And then there's the second one, to discourage the entrance. Okay, we don't want the new entrants to enter the market. That's why we're offering the lowest price. So we offering the lowest price, we actually kill the new fish, okay, the new entrants. And then discourage the price cutting. So we don't want also people keep on cut the price, because when you're cutting the price, it's different from reduct the price. Cutting the price meaning to say you want to beat in terms of the price with your competitors, and stabilize the market price, not until you cut the price until to the below than optimal price. Okay, and then stabilize the market prices. Of course, we have to stabilize is to make sure it's sustained. Okay, and rapidly establish the market position. This is a very important, because we want to make sure that your product is positioned well. Okay, and then contribute to the image of the product. Okay, especially in the pharmaceutical product. Okay, we want something people call benzene with our product, right? Okay, yeah, that is about the price. And determine extent of the pricing flexibility. How we want to, there will be pricing flexibility. Number one, determined by cost, and demand and competition will set the ceiling for the price. Okay, and vary price to determine the likely response of the customer. And for example, if you reduce the price of product produced by 20% and you increase sales by 100%, it is therefore prudent to maintain the new price. Okay, so it's still, because you still have sales 100% on that, but in here you reduce the price 20%. Okay, so this is how the pricing flexibility. Even though you tell your customer, okay, this product is maybe supposedly sell like 20 ringgit. Okay, 20 ringgit actually you get 100%. And the original cost is 10 ringgit. Even you sell it's 15 ringgit, it's still also considerable 100%, because the cost is 10 ringgit only. Okay, you get me? This is how we flexible the price. And establish the price markup. Okay, the cost plus 20%. Let's say you want to buy the scarf is 10 ringgit original cost times with 20%. So it's like 2 ringgit, you sell for 12 ringgit. Okay, and then break even, determined by the expected sales. Don't sell your product below break even, therefore there is totally loss. Target return, set a price over and above break even point, so you can get the target return. Okay, you can get the profit. Going rate equals to or around the competitor's price. This means you have to beat your competitor's price. And perceived value pricing through direct customer or industry players interview. So this one you have to go for like doing survey. Okay, so you want to see how your seat, your positions of your product pricing towards the another key main player. Key main player meaning to say the main competitors who are established in that particular industry. So how we want to identify the customer needs. Okay, in here they have been stated um, which needs can and should be met. Okay, they said uh, we have to, okay, to know, okay, which need that should be made, and know your target market. Okay, and then product orientation, consumer will bid a pass to your door, especially for the professional service firm, and adopt the role of the buyer, not an engineer. They say in here, through marketing, start with the customer. If asked what does the customer want, what do they value, and what they are needs. This is according to Drunker 1997. Okay, so I will might say I will left a little bit on here. Actually, it's like around 11 slide more. Okay, but maybe I should see first. Okay, yeah, that's like I will stop at a part of identifying customer needs in here. So I will continue back, okay, on the third video, still in the same chapter with me. Okay, thank you so much for listening up to my video, and at the same time please work out on your group assignment. I really trust on you. Week 12 is around the corner, in the corner. So now we are in the week 10, so I hope that you can do it. Okay, thank you so much, and assalamualaikum. Please stay safe and take care of yourself. Bye bye.